Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, here we're at it again. After a lot of research, talking to a lot of people down here, because everybody knows Louisiana is the sportsman's paradise. So if anybody's gonna know anything about a Minn Kota motor, trolling motor, it'll be some people down here. Well, contacted a few people, and pretty much every one of them told me the same thing. Now this is what come out of it, and this was what they call a rotating bushing. It's got some wear on it. That definitely has some wear on it, so we're not going to, you know, just like some people said, yeah, I said you might could find some of those. He said, but they phased those out a long time ago. And I said, well, I'm pretty much stuck. And the guy said, no, you're not. He said, because Minn Kota, let me make sure y'all getting this. You see that shoulder right there? And do you see that step right there? Just like you got that step right there. That's right here. And that's where the little ball in the back goes in the back and rubs on it. You can see where it's been all over the place with that bushing being the way it was. He said, yeah, he said they knew that they were going to change this up. He said they make a sealed bearing for that. And I said, really? He said, yeah, it'll press right in there. The shaft will go right in there. He said it's super stable and everything else. And here is one right here. Now, I snap gauge that in there, 7/8, 7/8. The shaft, 3/8, totally American, and it's a good fit too. So this is their upgrade. They don't make this anymore, but they did have the foresight to go ahead and put the area there to accept this. All we have to do is get it in there. Now that's plastic. We don't want to be pressing too hard on it, but it's going to have to line up pretty straight. You know, and I'm not going to be able to get this out. You watch. No. Okay. I'm going to have to do something else. It's going to go right to that and then press in from there. We had a socket the size there, and we should be able to tap it on down. Something close to that right there. That is not even close. What the hell was I thinking? Kind of close. Let's see what this one does. A little bit smaller. I mean, a little bit too. What about this one? And we have a winner. So we should be able to tap it on down until it gets I don't think it's moving. So, we're going to do something else here. We need to like press it in because it's going to have to fit in there pretty hard. This is not going to go down there, is it? No. Will this snap in there like this? Yes. And this is not quite big enough. I want to get on that outer race. I think that'll work. You see, I organize my sockets really good. So, yeah, that's... Damn. That is just a hair. Is that going down ahead? No, it's not. That is just a hair too big right there. Wouldn't you know it? What is this right here? There we go. All right. So now, okay, it's down. Now you're going to see that ridge that I was talking about, and that bearing is in there. So what we're going to do is just I'm going to pump some grease in there. That's a sealed bearing. It's already got grease in it. But before we do this, we got to deal with these springs and brushes. I'm sorry. So, let me see here. Okay. Because when I put that armature in, I want that armature to stay. I don't be pulling it in and out. So my prediction is it might pull a little bit more amps under no load, but I bet you it will pull less amps under load. And that's where you want it to pull the less, is under load. So our springs are right here, and I'm going to have to get some look at there. I almost had that thing too. This is Inconel wire, and it's pretty tough. So this, seeing as how we did so good on the first time, let's try it again. I hope y'all see where I'm going with this, and I hope it works. Yeah, it's one and done. I need a little bit more than that. Yeah, because if I'm lucky enough to get this damn thing in here, I don't want to have to do it. I don't have to take it out and do it again, you know. See, that's what I was saying. These springs are compressed almost all the way, so there's no wear on this thing, very little if any. So now whoop, that wasn't almost good there at all. Man, that went almost according to plan. It's brass. That is it. Okay. And that would be about right on that commutator too. Oh yeah. Okay. So we don't want this flipping over here. We'll just lose everything we did. Now, this thing's going to be kind of tight in here. I'm still going to fight that getting it in though. So I want to, I don't want to lose what we got. I know if I let go, it's going to go. So and by the way, there's 4 of these set screws to hold this thing. All right. Oh, that feels pretty good right there. All right. Okay, so now this is the side that has the O-ring on it. And this is the bevel side. So we have to make sure that we get it where our rods go down through there. And you can actually time these motors. I'm sure they call for it to go center, and I'm sure it's not critical on this particular motor or these motors. But you can actually time it and get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. We're not going to worry about that. We're going with Automarine sealant, 100 RTV silicone. I also bought this stuff here too. Gasket maker, water pumps, thermostats, RTV silicone. I think this will work just fine. I wanted to put some kind of sealant on it. So our next thing we're going to do is we're going to fight those magnets over that. Oh, wait a minute. Got to put that snap ring on it with those. So, snap rings, all right. I forgot all about that, but that handles the thrust this way. That ball down there and that grease and everything, that's all happy with that bearing now. That handles the thrust the other way. The only thing I got to do is find a snap ring, and that is not it. That'll go on there, and that's going to be close. See if I got a better fit. You notice how I got them all in order. I think that's probably going to be it. Doesn't look like I have anything between. We'll see if we can't get that on. Seeing as how I don't have a snap ring pair of pliers here, they're all at work. We're going to do it the way if you were at your home shop like I am. And maybe I'm not. This thing should almost be able to open it with your fingers. No, almost had it. Oh, that thing hit, it hit, buddy. And that's just to stop it. The thrust going that way. You've got these two washers. There you go. And that rubs basically against that right there. That's what that does. Now I was going to get a new seal, but they said this seal was good, and I said, well, it leaked water, and he said they all leak water. Okay, never mind. So kind of, we already established that fact. So all right. All right, here we go. Well, that was success. Alright, so now we're going to align these up. When I say align them up, I pretty much mean that we want these pretty much center. Or I want the magnet center of them. Okay, so and this one here isn't in very far, but it is in there some. And they probably got a little bent, maybe. Alright, it's starting to bite up pretty good. So there we go. That's dead center of those pretty good. I like that. So we're going to put some grease because this is a bushing here too. That's still used like that. And we're going to silicone that too. And that will center the armature up within the magnets once these get tight. And one thing about it, if the gentleman that's going to get this, he can always come back if he ever has to change brushes or bearings or seal or anything. He can always go back to this video for reference. But I think this will run a long, long time. Good many, many years of service after this. So oh, and then one thing I wanted to do that I didn't do. And I know grease actually, believe it or not, makes stuff stiffer. And we are going to silicone these too. So it looks like we're pretty good on that. I went right in on that one. All right. I have been busy finishing up on that motorcycle. Will that go in there? And that is a perfect fit. We need it about that long. And that's stainless steel, by the way. This is the prop rubbing a little bit on what I don't know. It's got some buildup right there or something. Uh-huh. Probably some fishing string. Got in there and chewed that up a little bit. Still rubbing a little bit, but we're going to give it a run. Nope. 'Now it's running perfectly straight. Could be a good reason why the prop was used to torquing off to one side, and now it's perfectly straight. So that's why it's doing what it's doing. .17, 3.15, 3.22, 3.16. Well, it's actually less. Very quiet, very smooth. Oh yeah. 2.9. It's dropping down to 2.1, getting worked in there. That grease will actually. Okay. We're actually running less. We're like at 2.55, 2.84, 2.44. and we're at 12.37 volts, 266, 285. All right, it's starting to warm up a little bit. All right, that is absolutely cool. That's really cool. Okay, so it looks like between 2.8 and 2.5 on the amps. So you got a free ride. It's nice and free now. This feels good too. The only thing I can feel is you feel the poles come in contact with the magnets. Yeah, they come out nice. Okay, that's good to go. All right, once that silicone seals up in there, we're going to get it boxed up. We're going to get a quote and send it to Mr. Luis and get his motor to him. So it did come out pretty good, I got to admit. It's good when you do a little research and people say, oh no, don't do that. Why not do that? So you learn, you live and learn. And he said you might go on some of these old sites and stuff and find the bushing. He said, but it's not worth the money you're going to pay for it. He said, because the bearings are so much better. So, and they keep it more stable. And the funny thing is, you know, I have to think, you know, Minn Kota knew they were going to phase us out. So why did they put the shoulder in there and everything like they did? So, okay. So I hope you people enjoy it. I hope Miss Luis enjoys this motor. I can't wait to see his video of him putting it on and hooking it up. And that is very cool. So. And there you go. That's it. Except for the damn silicone on it. It's time for a beer. Yeah, so he can always go back to that video if he ever has to change the bearing or the bushings, or the brushes, I'm sorry. There's only one bushing in it and it's up front here. But yeah, that's pretty good, guys. Come out pretty nice, but I told you what I'd do. I would heat those damn magnets out of there and I glue them back in an aluminum housing because that's the weight right there. But it's to dampen the magnetic field so lures, hooks, boat docks and everything don't stick to it. So, but other than that, she's good to go. So, and he can run a silicone tubing over this. That'll seal it off. You're watertight. So it's going to be cool in the weeks to come to see his video and how he put it on there. What I was going to do on the back of my kayak, where I got a Vibe kayak, I was actually going to take some nice wood, something like some teak or ebony or something, if I could even find it, and bolt it right here and then attach it to the back of the boat, run my cable, drill a small hole here with a shackle, so when I pull it, it pulls it up in shallow water, and when you beach it, your motor's out of the water. So you know, nobody wants to drill holes in their kayak or what have you, this, that, and the other thing. So the wood was going to kind of wrap around the back of the kayak and attach to a few anchor points. I think that would have looked nice, would have worked nice. But however this gentleman wants to do it, that's how he's going to do it. It belongs to him. I'm just glad it's fixed. I'm glad it's upgraded. That's the main thing. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any spare parts other than this? Nope, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, and y'all have a good day.